This is the carb off a two-stroke Techumseh HSK845. 4.5 horse to 5 horse two-stroke snowblower engine, Techumseh two-stroke. And a lot of times people will want to put them on mini bikes or go-karts or so on, but they come with a governed fixed throttle, and set at like just about maximum RPM for snowblowers, so they're running just about wide open and they're governed. So when you apply a load to it, it keeps it at the same RPM, so there's essentially like no idle on them, no way of really idling them. But there actually is, and you have to, the stock butterfly arm has these tabs, right? And the tab to the right is, you can bend that tab to get your full throttle. You see how I had to bend it back a little bit to get that butterfly perfectly straight, because it wasn't opening maximum full throttle with that tab at a 90. So that's the first thing you really need to do. And then I even filed down the screw because I was obstructing the flow too. I'll file down a little better, but yeah, that's not a bad idea. And then the other tab behind it, you can bend that one in or out to get your idle. So in other words, if you bend that tab in, when it goes closed, you can bend that tab in, right, to get a little bit of idle there. Keep it open 1/8 of an inch or so to get your idle. So when it goes back, you have an idle. It just doesn't close all the way and then just stop. So you got to tweak those tabs for your full throttle, and then the tab to the left for your idle. You just bend them tabs. Be careful you don't break them. Bend them carefully. And then the governor linkage that I removed that went to this hole, right, come with a anti-surge spring on it too, right? So another thing you need with these carbs is you have to have a way for the throttle to spring back, right? If you put a cable on it, you put a throttle cable, either a twist grip or a thumb throttle, it doesn't spring back. But this spring, this anti surge spring, actually works perfectly. Now if you look, there's a little hole down here, just in the casting of the carb right there. You put the long end of the spring in that hole. I'm going to set the phone down for 1 second. Okay, so I got the long end of the spring in that hole, anti-surge spring, and the other end up there. Or you can drill a hole into that arm to get that end in there too, so it's a little more secure. But now you have a throttle that snaps back. You know what I mean? So you can run a cable to there. And yeah, that's really all you got to do to modify these carbs. I got the float bowl off because it's in the ultrasonic cleaner right now, and the butterfly for the choke is off too. I'm cleaning them parts up. But that's literally all you have to do to get a working, the stock working carb. So now you can see your throttle springing back. I still have to bend that tab to get my idle, but I'm going to wait till I get it running because I just don't know the RPMs to get it, I'm not sure. The clutch is going to engage about 1800, so I'll probably idle it about maybe about 1200 or something. And then just, you can run a tack or whatever. Just keep without the governor, you always want to keep an eye on your overall RPMs, that you don't roast the engine going over. I think around 4,000 RPMs is what those engines are capable of running, but I'll have to check, But that's all. It's pretty simple, and it doesn't cost you anything to do this, this mod. And like I said, I'll probably drill a hole in that tab. But I'll see how it works. If the spring pops out, then I'll drill a hole, make it more secure. But it seems to be working really good. Anyways, I hope this helps somebody. It's a pretty simple mod, and sometimes people abandon their projects because they can't figure things out or think they need a new car when they really don't. So hope this helps somebody. Thanks again. Take care. Bye-bye.